Welcome to my weekly look ahead video, and first of all, of course, our thoughts are with the family and friends of those victims of the terrible terrorist attack in Reading over the weekend. It just reinforces how we always still need to be vigilant against those forces who would do harm in our communities. Now, it was good at the weekend to walk around the constituency to see lots of people using the beaches, socially distanced. The kite surfers were out in force in Lancing, and the shops were open. It's good to see some of the shops offering discounts to our NHS workers. Alas, still no hairdressers open. But we're going to have an announcement probably on Tuesday of this week from the Prime Minister about hopefully a relaxation in the social distancing. That hopefully is going to allow the hospitality industry, which we desperately need, to be back opening up again, and hopefully good news about pubs. I know how desperate people are to be able to get down to the pub again. So expect some announcements about possible further opening up to take place from the 4th of July. Now, in Parliament this week, we have an extradition bill, which is going to close a gap to make it easier for us to extradite people without the delay of a warrant issued by a court when all the procedures are in place from a foreign country. I should be supporting that. We've also got a private members bill, which would tackle the desecration of war memorials, which has been a very topical issue recently. I think it's absolutely disgraceful that people can trample on the memory of those who've given their lives, and I think the penalties need to be upped. Also, of course, the very sad news last week about the death of Sussex resident Vera Lynn at the grand old age of 103. And talking of putting statues up rather than taking them down, I certainly am in support of having some proper tribute to the enormous contribution that she made and still resonates in this day and age as well. I've got a webinar later on this week with South East members of the NFU. We'll be talking about food standards. I know it's a particular issue that many constituents are concerned about. Can I give a big thank you as well to the many people who contributed to our appeal for toys and activity games and other things for the Home Start charity and for Safe in Sussex, the domestic abuse refugees. We did some big deliveries last week, thanks to GSPC Computers in particular in Sompting, who donated no fewer than 10 giant beanbags. We had Wendy houses, we had seesaws, we had 5 scooters, all sorts of games and sports equipment as well. It has been really, really appreciated. So thank you all to those who helped us do that. And finally, the Coronavirus Community Awards this week, mostly Lancing people, in fact mostly people nominated by those who've already received the award. So I'd like to nominate Elizabeth Doran, the church warden at St James's Church in Lancing, who has been a pillar of the community in these troubled times, got several nominations. Furcroft News in Lancing, who've gone out of their way to make sure they got provisions available and doing house-to-house deliveries on a daily basis for those who can't get out. Sean Oliver, a Lancing Scout leader, also known as Mole, who's been providing activities several times a week online to all those scouts who can't get out to do proper scout activities, and to Syed Ahmed from the Shan Indian restaurant in Tarring for again providing curries which we've been giving out outside Worthing Hospital. Thank you all of those. Congratulations. Keep the nominations coming in and stay safe everybody, and soon hopefully you get your hair cut and we get down to the pub.